All this progress we claim to have made. Like, where's your progress? You don't own nothing. Like, that's nuts. So 1%, 80 years, 1%. We got to fix that. That's insane to me. Because home ownership is the largest driver of middle class wealth, by the way. So that's literally 65 to 70% of the median household net worth in the US. So owning property matters, right? Next, they also valued marriage and family stability as an economic strategy. In 1960, 78% of Black children lived in two-parent households. Today, it's closer to 38%. So, research from the Brookings Institute shows that children from stable two-parent homes are more than twice as likely to reach the middle class, even controlling for income levels. So you went from 78% of two-parent homes to 38%. And you've seen this happen. You've seen the wealth drop as a result of this, right? And here's the thing, right? So when you talk about the two-parent home, obviously we don't want a two-parent home where crazy people are trying to kill each other every day, because that's sometimes the bad can outweigh the good. So this is why things like the healing and the therapy are so important, because the healing and the therapy are the cousin of conflict resolution. A person that is healed, who has dealt with their trauma, and trauma is literally the emotional STD that has infected so many people in our community. It's everywhere. It's rampant. Nobody's diagnosing it. Nobody's trying to treat it, right? So the healing and the therapy opens the door for you to get with another healed person who also does the therapy, so that you can have conflict resolution tactics and skills, so that when you have your disagreements, it's not an if, it's a when you have your disagreement, your trauma doesn't come in and just destroy everything that you have. You're able to handle it in a productive way, so you don't scare the hell out of the children, right? So the two parent stable household idea comes with a lot of caveats, right? We know we have non-traditional families out there. We also know that that every two-parent household isn't always perfect. But at the end of the day, the idea that I had that the idea that the only way I can have peace in the household is if I remove one of the parents. I think that idea can be questioned, and I can tell you I can show you 10 million studies that will directly link that to wealth. The lowest net worth in America is that of a single Black mother with children, because it tends to have a challenge in the sense that that masculine energy that balances the feminine is not there. Just like I can't imagine raising our kids without their mother. That would be insane. But then also the economic stability is challenged because you have one person generating all the income. So the riskiest financial situation you can be in is a single parent who's got one stream of income, who's living paycheck to paycheck. That's a really volatile situation. That's like you're teetering on the edge of the Grand Canyon. All it takes is one swift wind to come through, and it blows everything off its rocker, off its balance, right? So ultimately, stability comes from a lot of things. It comes from multiple streams of income. It comes from having financial reserves in place. It comes from having asset ownership. It comes from conservative decision making. All these things come together to create stability. Right. Next, back in the day, your grandparents, they also avoided debt whenever possible. Like, give me a yes if any of you have grandparents who did not like debt, who stayed out of debt by any means necessary, who were not quick to go get a new credit card, who weren't quick to go and get a Macy's card and get the overpay for the new car, right? A lot of you have grandparents like that. Well, that's really important, because that again, that's financial conservatism. And what that means is that because you're focused on all the things, you're remembering all the things that can go wrong, you're kind of just prepared, right? You're not going to overextend yourself or over leverage yourself, because leverage can be exciting because it can be a financial accelerant. It can accelerate your wealth. It can accelerate your opportunities very quickly. But it's like driving a very fast car, because so a very fast car can also crash and it can hurt people, right? So if you using debt in a really intelligent way, in a very careful way, is extremely important, and it's connected to financial consciousness, because when I put myself out there, I got to be thoughtful about whether or not the branch of the tree that I'm stepping out on is a strong branch, right? Before I invest in this woman, is this a solid woman for me to invest in? Or, because I'm not going to go lose $50 million over an OnlyFans model, Shannon Sharp, right? Whatever it is, right?